Hi, I'm Sharon Mason, and I am a quantum healing hypnosis and entity release practitioner. And today I would like to share a video with you, or rather an audio clip with you, which is of the very first quantum healing session that I had myself back in 2019, I think it was. And during this session, I actually had messages from extraterrestrials, so I thought I'd like to share a little bit about that session for you. And I hope you enjoy having a listen. If you'd like to book your very own quantum healing or entity release session with me, which includes past life regression, then please visit my website, which is www.sharonmason.co.uk.
Let's move and let's go to your next kind of destination, and you're arriving there now. Where are you? What do you see?
It's very light,
Yeah.
very bright. Trying to get the impression of it. I'm almost seeing like a cathedral, but not a cathedral.
Okay.
Like halls of light.
Oh.
Almost like, I don't know, crystal or...
Mm-hmm.
See if I go
Do they look material, or are they physical or energetic? Can you tell?
No, it's just an impression. Lots and lots of light and
Okay.
like crystals or something solid.
Okay. Okay. And does it feel like it's a big place?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And in this place, I mean, is there any pavement, or is it... No.
No, it's maybe just a glass floor.
Okay. And do you sense like you have any type of body being there?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think I see someone.
Okay.
They have either something on their head. I can only see the top half. Well, the top. I can only see their head.
Okay.
I can only see like a round head and something very long and pointy on top of their head, or whether that's their head.
Okay. And are they of what color is this head?
I want to say green.
Okay. And
I want to say that the top of the head, or
yeah.
the hat or whatever it is like a white colour.
Okay. And is this kind of head bright like the surroundings, or less, or
less? The hat or whatever it is the hat is bright like the surroundings.
Oh, okay. And does it feel kind of friendly, or is there any expression on the face?
It feels wise.
Wise. Okay.
It doesn't feel unfriendly.
Okay. It feels wise. And does it have any eyes?
The impression I got is yes.
Okay. Okay. And are you able to communicate with this face, with this being? Do you sense that?
I sense I can.
Okay. And so, can you ask this being what the place you're in is? And see what it's...
I want to say Atlantis.
Okay. Okay. And can you ask this being who he is, or what his role is there?
I got the word chancellor, but again I don't know if that's
okay. Yeah.
If that's
Chancellor.
correct.
And can you ask this being? Does this being like a physical being that lives in Atlantis, or?
I get the impression it's a physical being.
Okay.
I feel a tingling on the top of my hand.
Okay. Okay. And do you still only sense his kind of head and face, or can you sense more of this being now?
like a sort of like a big robe, like a big white robe.
Okay. Okay. But it doesn't sound human, does it?
No.
No. Okay. And this being, are you still in the same place as you were before? Have your surroundings
It's
changed?
sort of in front of me now. There's being standing in front of me
Okay.
in, I think, the same place.
Okay. And can you ask this being why he's meeting with you here?
He wants to show me something.
Okay. And so, are you happy to see?
Yes,
You
I'm
are?
happy to see.
Okay. So, go ahead. I don't know if he's going to take you anywhere or show you, but just tell me what happens when he does and how he does it.
I sense darkness. Almost like showing me space.
Okay.
Like space and something coming out of space,
Okay.
or some like a portal or an opening.
Okay.
Or
Sure. Yeah, just keep going and keep describing.
what else is there? What is it?
Are you moving into the portal?
I'm just seeing things in front of my.
Okay.
I'm seeing it in front of my eyes, not necessarily moving into it.
Okay.
Just kind of seeing.
Okay, I see, understand.
Almost like moving through a wormhole.
Yeah.
Get that sort of sense.
Sure. Is it a sense of moving fast or slow, or can you tell?
Can't tell. Just almost like seeing like a passageway, but it's very, very dark. But I kind of get the sense there's
Sure.
an end to it.
And is the being there with you?
Not in physicality.
Yeah, but he's still there, his
I
presence.
think so.
Okay.
Maybe
he's-
there are others around. As
Okay.
well. Other presences possibly.
Okay. Do they feel the same type as that being, or a different type of presence, or?
Can't tell.
Okay.
Doesn't feel in any way evil.
Yeah. Okay. And just tell me as you get to kind of to the end of when you get there. Tell me when you get there and what you see as soon as you get to the.
Just the impression of something dark, like a cave.
Okay.
I see the colour blue. I see a walkway in this cave quite a long way off.
Okay.
I want to say beings with big heads.
Okay. Okay. Inside of the cave.
Inside of the cave.
Okay. And
It's a very, very, it's an enormous cave.
does it feel like a, I don't know, underneath the surface or level?
It could be underneath the Earth's surface.
Okay. And these beings, just tell me, like, are you in an open space? Is there a room? What's going on?
I'm inside the cave,
Yeah.
and there's all. It's getting lighter.
Oh. Like feeling less weight, you mean? Or lighter?
The cave's getting lighter, like bright.
Oh, okay.
I can just sense brightness.
Okay.
And I'm seeing a big crystal in my mind. A big
Okay.
crystal. I'm seeing lots of different colours.
Okay. And is your guide still there, the one that took you through?
I don't know. Not again. Not.
Okay.
I can't see.
Yeah. In terms of feel.
I can't feel.
Okay, so maybe he kind of delivered you there. And how about these other beings with bigger heads? Are they still around?
I'm not sure. It's like I get the sense of one being followed by another being followed by another being.
Okay. Of the same type or different types?
Possibly the same type but different colours.
Okay. Okay. And so they.
I'm seeing a craft.
Okay.
Some kind of craft. A circular craft.
Okay. A circular craft. Is this still inside of the?
I don't know if this is still inside the cave. It's just an impression which suddenly
Okay.
came.
Okay.
And there's a walkway coming down from the craft.
Okay. Does it feel appropriate for us to walk into the craft? What do you feel?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And how about now? Are you still with the craft in front of you?
Yes, I think so, but nothing
Is
else coming to me.
okay. And so you don't see any surroundings right now to the craft, just the craft.
Just the craft, and that's
Okay.
going. That's,
Does it look like it's kind of on, or can you tell?
it was
Okay.
on.
And do you feel like you've got any body?
I'm not sure at the moment. Everything's disappeared.
Okay. Okay.
I'll see if I had the impression of a face in front of me, but I can't see it.
Okay. Does it feel like any of these beings that you just saw, or
No, it feels like a different face.
does it feel human?
No, well, I'm not sure. It didn't feel human.
Okay, it didn't. Okay. Did it feel familiar?
No.
No.
I'm just waiting for any impressions which come. Nothing.
And can you tell this space? Yeah.
This, again, I got another sense with this being with pointy features, very pointy features at a large cloak or wings or
Okay.
something. And it seems to be quite a formidable presence.
What makes you say that?
Just an impression I get. Just
Okay.
feels large and formidable and
Okay.
maybe powerful.
Yeah, that's exactly the word that came to my mind.
It's not doing anything. It's not saying anything. It just appeared. I get a sense of a pyramid. What's the pyramid for? It's saying enlightenment.
Okay. Where did you hear that coming from?
Just inside, it just said it.
Sure.
Something just felt like enlightenment.
Yeah.
I see stairs. I almost see it like an electric staircase inside the pyramid,
Okay.
going up.
Okay.
It's not quite like being inside the Great Pyramid. It's different, slightly different. This is on. This is the Great Pyramid was off. Whatever that was off. This is on. This is switched on.
Okay.
I sense a light at the top of it.
Okay.
I sense another being. Just came and went. Just light coloured, big head. Almost could just see almost like a skeletal underneath, and just a big head, big white head.
Does it feel like this pyramid that you're seeing switched on, does it feel like it's on Earth?
I can't tell.
If you had to choose whether this place is on Earth or
my
not.
myself wants to say no.
Okay. Okay. And does it feel like it's in a place kind of relatively in galactic terms? Is it close to Earth, or is it?
Are we close to Earth? No.
No. Okay. And is there a relationship between this pyramid and this place to Earth?
I want to say it's somehow related to the pyramids on Earth.
Oh, okay. And how are they related?
Power grid.
Oh. So, are you saying that they're kind of energetically related then?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
Possibly communication.
Oh, they're in
well.
communication. I see. And
I'm sensing another being. It's a little bit like a grasshopper,
okay. Yeah.
and it wants to communicate with the people on Earth.
Okay. And does he want to do that through the pyramid, or is this something else?
I don't know, it's related to the pyramid.
Okay. And what does he want to communicate? I mean, can you sense, like, if is there an urgency? Is there like, or
What do you want to communicate to the people on Earth? I'm not sensing anything. I want to say awakening.
okay? Yeah, awakening.
Danger.
Mm.
Another word that came up.
And letting whatever else comes through. But can you ask this being, has he been communicating with Earth, or does he intend to and is trying to?
I'm seeing crop circles.
Okay.
Um,
Mm.
I'm seeing a helmet,
Okay.
like an astronaut helmet,
Okay.
and it's just a picture, just seeing in my mind.
Okay.
I don't know whether that's the being saying
Mm.
something.
Okay. Maybe they've communicated with astronauts.
I can see the Nazca lines. I can see one of the Nazca lines in my head for some reason. And it's the one that's shaped like a bird.
Okay.
I can see spirals, like spirals carved into rock.
Okay.
See the spider from the Nazca lines.
And can you ask this being, do you still have access to it?
Not sure.
Well, let's
I
try.
can see a crocodile.
Let's tune in with that being again. That very kind of, you said it had also related to the pyramid and the energy grids. Can you ask that being why it is showing you these things?
Why it's showing me these things? Saying knowledge.
Okay.
It says affirmity, affirmation, affirmity,
Okay.
like that. Health,
Okay.
consciousness,
Okay.
life, something, life force, life term.
Yeah. Can you ask what its relationship with you is?
What's your relationship with me? Teacher, wisdom.
Okay. And can you ask if this is a new relationship that he's establishing now with you, or if you've been in this relationship for some time, or?
Is this new, or has this existed for a long time? I want to say existed for a long time.
Okay. Yes.
I just got an image of a place in Peru, Stargate in Peru.
Okay. So he's showing us basically some of the connections between his pyramid and the energy grid and the places here on Earth.
Possibly. I'm just seeing cave paintings.
Okay. So it sounds like he's showing us kind of all the influences that they've had onto Earth's culture and through the pyramids and the crop circles and the paintings and
I get the sense of something triangular above me, like being inside a pyramid again. It's gone again.
Okay. Can you ask if this being wants to communicate anything else with us?
Do you want to communicate anything else? Just seeing a teardrop shape.
Okay. And what kind of feeling does that create in you?
I'm associating it with tears, like the earth crying tears.
Okay. Can you ask him, because he did mention actually about danger, can you ask him what danger he's talking about?
What danger are you talking about? No, it's like I feel like I'm putting images into my own mind.
Yeah.
Global catastrophe.
Yeah, let that happen. Just tell me whatever comes is fine. So, catastrophe. And do they look like natural things or human-made things, or what are you seeing?
Water. I can see water. I can see some kind of conical building.
Can you ask this being if he is able to guide you to your next vision or past life?
Guide me to my next vision, my next past life. Sensing like a dome, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know if that's just.
Yeah.
Or a dome on its side.
Okay. A dome on its side. Is it like a big structure or a little pebble? What type of dome are we?
No, I sense a big structure.
Okay.
I'm sensing underwater.
Oh. Underwater. And what do you mean on its side?
Like it's on something, like it's on a side of a cliff or something.
Okay.
Underwater.
I see. And is it see-through? Can you see through the dome?
Yeah, I think it's glass.
Okay. And what's underneath? What do you see? Is there anything?
Yeah, there's something.
Okay. Just maybe get closer, or I'm not sure what distance you are, or what. You can just get kind of a better look and tell me what you see.
Seeing greenery, that's it.
Okay. Okay. Does it feel like it's kind of deep?
Yeah, I think there's some kind of vehicle,
Oh,
some kind of underwater vehicle.
okay. And are you in this underwater vehicle?
No, I think I'm just watching it.
Okay. So do you feel like you have any form of a body, or are you just a presence? Or
I'm just a presence, I think.
okay. And what's this vehicle doing? And or what's its purpose?
I think it's searching for something.
Okay.
I'm just seeing corals.
Okay. Does it feel like it's related to that dome in any way?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Can you tell if it ever goes in the dome or if...
I think it does. I think there's an opening somewhere.
Okay. And how much bigger is the dome than this kind of...
I think so the dome's a lot bigger than the vehicle.
Okay. And can you sense, is this vehicle being driven by beings or is it?
Yeah.
It is. Can you give me like a scale of, because I can't see what you see. Are we talking about?
It's like a small submersible, like
Okay.
a 2 or 3 person
Okay.
submersible
Okay.
vehicle.
And can you see the people that are in there? Can you get
One of
closer?
them, I sense one of them has a beard.
Okay.
Dark hair, he has a beard. He's wearing a uniform.
Okay.
Some kind of, it's a blue uniform.
Okay. And do they feel human?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
He feels human.
Okay. And does it feel like something that is happening on Earth now, or a long time ago, or in the future? Which of the three?
I want to say now.
Okay. Okay.
I've just got an image of the moon.
Okay.
Like it's somehow related to something going on the moon.
Okay. I see. Can you tell me anything else about this relationship?
No, I'm seeing I'm seeing some kind of space station on the moon.
Okay. Okay. And is this space station, does it feel like it's now or in the past or in the future?
Now.
Okay. So there's something relating the space station and the moon with kind of this dome under the water. Feels like.
Feeling like some kind of big structure. But
Okay.
that's all I'm seeing.
Okay. And this big structure, does it feel like there's beings in it?
Yes.
Okay. And does it feel like there's
It
humans?
feels very old.
Feels old.
Yeah, very old.
Okay. Does it feel technologically advanced?
Yes.
Okay. And does it feel like there's human beings in this place, or?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Can you tell if there's other types of beings in it, or just human beings?
I think there are other types as well.
Okay. And can you tell how, if basically the structure is this visible from Earth? Like if you look at the moon?
No.
Okay. And how is it not visible? Can you tell why?
I think it's on the other side.
Okay. I see. Okay. Is there anything else, Dad?
No, I just see craters and
Okay.
like very large craters with big, deep sides.
Okay.
I can see an eye looking at me.
Mm. Did you notice the color?
Dark, kind of reptilian,
Okay. And what's the feeling of that?
like it's watching me.
Yeah. But you've spoken about wiseness and goodness. What sensations, what impressions do you get from this eye?
It's not particularly friendly.
Okay.
It's keeping an eye to watch what I'm looking at.
Okay. Can you sense why? What's his interest in this?
It doesn't want anyone to know about it.
Oh, okay. Okay. About the structure on the moon, you mean?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I can see like something inside something inside something inside something else, like a sense of almost like a cone or a being with lots of different layers, like an armadillo but with lots of different
Okay.
armors.
And it's this type of being that you're speaking of?
I don't know if that's the being or if
Okay.
that's a structure or
Oh, okay. So it could be that the structure's got
it could
different
be
levels.
some kind of structure.
Mm. Okay.
See a cave.
Is that still on
I
the
see a
moon?
cave with structures and possibly maybe a monorail or something like that, some kind of transport system.
Does that feel on the moon or on Earth?
On the moon, I think.
Okay. So there's more than just that structure.
Yes.
Feels like, okay. And can you tell what is the purpose of that structure? What is it doing there?
Something to do with monitoring.
Okay. It's probably monitoring on Earth.
Yeah, and the
Can you-
monitoring.
Can you tell what aspects of Earth they're monitoring?
Technology,
Okay. Yeah.
nature,
Mm.
behaviour.
Mm.
I think it's shapes. It's just something just said shapes.
Okay.
Shapes of what?
Okay. And can you tell if there's like in this place or on the moon, is there any form of like hierarchy or I don't want to say government but management of the place? Like is there
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
just describe to me everything that comes to you about that.
It's not good.
Okay. Well,
I see a chair,
yeah,
like just a chair or a row of chairs.
yeah,
I see a big viewing panel in front of me,
Yeah.
like on a ship, like a big viewing.
yeah,
I can see the Earth in front of me.
sure.
I see like something floating on some kind of control panel or something like that. Something floating.
Okay. And do you sense like you've been into this structure before? In whatever
I don't-
shape or form?
I don't think so.
Okay. So
I
if
think I'm just viewing it from
Okay.
afar.
Okay. Is there any other aspect that kind of you feel is important or attracts your attention about all of this kind of structure and beings in the structure or of how it works or anything else?
It's not natural.
Yeah.
They think it's natural, but it's not natural.
Who's they?
We.
Okay, I see. Human beings thinks it's a natural thing.
Mm-hmm.
And do you get a sense that it's there? Is there is there an agenda? Are they helping us, not helping us, neutrally watching us? Is there anything
They're watching us, but then they're not. They're not helping us.
okay?
They're the opposite of helping us.
Oh, okay. I see.
But there are other people helping us
What, there or somewhere else?
somewhere else.
Okay. And where are these? What comes to you?
See a galaxy.
Okay.
I want to say they're on Earth or in Earth.
Okay.
I want to say Antarctica.
Okay. Okay. So the ones that are kind of helping us, probably it sounds like they come from far away, from these galaxies, and are established inside the Earth.
Yes.
Okay. So the good ones we got working at home, basically, and with closer to us.
Hmm.
Okay.
And outside.
Oh, also on the outside.
It's on the outside.
Okay.
And mountains.
Okay. I see.
I'm seeing like 3 UFOs coming from a mountain.
Okay. And can you sense from all of these things that you're seeing and sensing, is there an area or a point, a frequency or a being that can speak to us and tell us a little bit more about that?
I just got an image of a being.
Okay. Can you describe it for me, please?
Almost ant-like almost,
Okay.
with big eyes,
Okay.
big head.
Okay. Can you ask him to tell us a little bit about kind of these beings that are helping us and that are within the earth or on the earth?
Some of them they're very big.
Okay.
Some of them are light beings.
Okay.
Some of them are reptilians.
Okay.
Some of them are disguised as humans.
Okay.
Some of them are in human suits. I see a craft, another craft with it's round, it's circular on top of big lights, and with a smaller circle underneath.
So there's many. Can you ask this being about kind of the balance between all of these helpers and these maybe not so helpers that live on the moon? What's the situation with that?
They're at war,
Okay.
but there will be peace.
Okay. How does he know that?
There's a great war.
Mm.
And we don't know that it's happening.
Okay. And can he tell us why we don't know?
Why don't we know? We wouldn't understand.
Okay. Can you explain why we wouldn't understand?
It's too early.
Okay. Okay. And this piece that he's talking about, can he tell us a bit more about that? How it's going to come upon and...
Awakening.
Okay.
I see a circle. It's like a building. It's like the top of a building, like a conical structure with a circle on top. Conical building with a moat around it, or circles around this big building. I'm seeing the word Atlantis again.
Okay. So, in a way, our awakening as human beings is bringing about the end of this war. Is that correct?
I think so.
Okay. And can he tell us how us, all these helpers, these light beings and these more physical beings that live on Earth and under Earth, what is their role in the war? I mean, they call it war. What do they do? How do they fight? What do they do? The good forces. What?
You're saying telepathic.
Okay.
Humans in spaceships.
Okay.
I just saw the word Atlantean division is another word.
Okay.
Just came up.
Okay. Okay.
Space Corps.
Okay.
Mighty ships.
Okay.
Energy. Rocket.
Okay.
Tangible. Nuclear.
And can this being tell us when, as things stand, when do they see this peace coming for us?
I don't know, I just saw a date 2025. I don't
Okay.
know if that's just me.
Yeah, that's fine. 2025. So quite relatively soon, in terms of Earth time. And can you ask this being, when does he feel that humanity is going to be ready to figure out what's going on a global scale? And, you know, are they planning on coming out from an Earth and showing themselves? Can you ask that?
They're waiting for disclosure.
Okay.
I see President Trump.
Okay. They're waiting for disclosure.
I see Putin.
Okay. So in a way, they're saying that the disclosure has to come from the government in the top?
I think so.
Okay.
But I also sense a failure.
What does that mean? Can you explain it a bit more?
There's a reluctance.
Okay. In disclosure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how's that related to this sense of failure?
They're failing to act appropriately.
Who is?
The government.
Okay. Okay.
They're under duress.
Under what, sorry?
Duress. They're being pressured.
Okay. What, pressured by the aliens to disclosure?
No, against.
Oh, pressured by the negative aliens.
Mm.
Oh, I see. Okay. But it all feels like it's going well, and in 2025 our consciousness is going to be such that...
I don't know, I saw the word freedom.
Ooh, sounds good. Beautiful. And
Free energy.
free energy.
Light. Lightness of being.
Mm.
It's saying atom.
And can you ask this being if what your soul relationship is to all of these other beings that you've been seeing, if you have any, you know, because you are being shown all these things and not everybody gets shown those. So can you ask him what your relationship beyond this incarnation?
What's my relationship? I see a lot of words.
Yeah.
I see father, accountability, stress, teacher, droid, teacher.
Okay. So is there any last thing before we move on that this being or this energy wants to tell you?
Travel, blue.
Okay. And can we ask this being if it's got a specific message for you?
Do you have a specific message for me? Not sure. Travel more, see the sight.
Okay. Okay. And is there any place on earth that he recommends to go first?
My brain came up with Roswell and Chichen Itza, but I've been
Okay.
to Chichen Itza.
Sure, that's fine. Does this being have any message for me?
Awakening. Meditation.
Okay.
Tribute.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you do want to book your own session, please do get in touch via my website, which is www.sharonmason.co.uk, and I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.